Hello, all of you mud-eating, moronic miscreants of the world. I am Eliza motherfucking Pancakes, and here is yet another edition of What's in the Goddamn Bag for Season 5. Boy, today's episode is a doozy, let me tell you that much. Trust me, after tonight's episode, you won't need any Ambien to get to sleep. Uzi. You know, looking at your name for the season, I'm pretty sure that it's like pussy misspelt. Like, you know, being a kid and being in adult chat rooms and like trolling people and like, you know, because the O and the P are close on the keyboard and you're like, oh, hey baby, blah blah blah. Let's be honest, that's the inspiration for your name, isn't it?
Actually, yes, you are correct. Although it might be a misspelling of pussy, my name Uzi is not misspelled, if that makes sense.
No, I mean, like, not really. But then again, I wouldn't expect any queen with a name like Uzi to ever really make sense. So there's that. Anyway, let's, like, get right into this. Uzi, are you shocked to be the second guest on the early out show, What's in the Bag? Let's be honest here. Be honest, Uzi.
Honestly, I thought I had a real good shot at making it far in this competition, all things considered.
Really? You thought you had a good shot at going far. Now, was this before or after Hibiscus accidentally broke her leg and had to leave the competition, or Gentiana somehow got deported, or Lumina like got abducted by Dagoth, or for whatever reason Cyanide decided, you know what, I feel guilty, I don't want to compete. Maybe then you might have a shot, but then you'd still have like Planchette and Jock and Beryl J. Blige, and you know, I'm gonna level with you, honey. I don't think any queen on that roster is at your level, because I'm saying your level is all the way down in the gutter. In fact, I think like even early outs on previous seasons like Clairvoyant and Honey Marie Combs would stand a better chance against you. Even Terra Ryzen, the very first eliminated fucking loser ever, would easily dance circles around your ass. And your drag sucks, by the way.
I can't speak for the competence of the other queens. I will say that a Greyhound bus took off with all 5 of my drag suitcases before I applied to the show, so what I had left to display was what I had in my hotel room.
Oh, was this before or after the bum broke down the narrative history of the now-defunct video game company?
That was totally my doing. You see, I was on a quest not unlike Rosella from King's Quest VII, the Princeless Bride, and I really needed a way to reach Del Sol Valley so I could audition for Season 5 of Drag Race.
Yes, Uzi, I know. Everyone who's seen your Meet the Queens video knows. God, I was being facetious. I fucking hate dense people. You know what? Let's just take the deep dive and see what's in the bag. What did you bring for us to criticize tonight, Uzi? Let's look at these dresses over here. So this ugly thing here is what got your ass sent home in episode 2, which was your episode 1 of season 5 of Morgan's Drag Race for the whole throwback, flashback, whatever queen challenge. It looks to me like you drew inspiration from what Tawny Breckenridge wore for the Stranger Licks runway. How fun. Except hers was a lot more creative and yours was just kind of like, you know, I'm going to like display a great value version of something a great queen wore on her season. It won't be as creative or visionary or even fun to look at, but you know what? By God, that's what I'm going to do. Does that sound familiar to you, Uzi? Does that sound like your thought process during this whole thing? Like, yeah, I'll just do like the bare minimum and like, you know, hopefully this like keeps me from the bottom. Does that sound like what you went through for this look?
Actually, no, Eliza, it's not. Remember, all of my drag was stolen, which in turn forced me to steal new drag from the dollar store and the donation box.
Really? The donation box? You know, you could get way better drag by like borrowing it from Savers than the fucking donation box. That is literally the toilet of Salvation Army services. It's literally like the most random used shit that people are like, you know what, I won't even wipe my ass with this, but some homeless person might need it. I mean, how is that like even going to elevate your draft? You know what? Just forget it. Let's move on to this next look. This lovely lady in black, I love it. I like this look, Uzi. I love it. This is the only look I've ever seen from you that's made me think, wow, maybe this bitch could go far. Maybe she could actually, maybe not like become a finalist, but maybe go like be a mid-out, and then your track record wouldn't look like absolute dog shit. Just like this dress, it's sparkling, it's gorgeous, it doesn't look like dog shit. It looks like something a celebrity would wear. I love this look, Uzi. I love it. What would you have worn it for?
That look was my only original drag that I managed to salvage in my carry-on. That and my Betty Boop t-shirt.
This, you mean to tell me this gorgeous, sparkling, shimmering black ensemble was one of your original pre-Drag Race looks, but you didn't get to wear it because your ass got sent home on your debut episode? So you didn't steal it from like Savers or like Deseret Industries? No. But all your other looks look like dog shit, which I don't know. I'm just assuming that because you said like, oh, I stole it from the hotel bathroom. Like, let's be honest, who hasn't done that?
It's true, and to answer your question, it was to be worn for the Dazzling Divas runway, so on Snatch Game.
Okay, so another fun question. Speaking of Snatch Game, who would you have been for it? What celebrity would you, Uzi, have chosen to portray on Snatch Game? Let's hear it.
I would have been Kate Middleton for Snatch Game.
Really? You would have portrayed the British royal princess Kate Middleton, who's married to Prince William. That's who you would have been for Snatch Game. Seriously? Wow. Okay, let's move on to this last thank God dress. Wow. Okay. This last dress, I'm just gonna say it, Uzi. I don't like it. I don't like this dress, Uzi. It is ugly. It is an ugly fucking snot green color. The gloves don't match. The shoes don't even match, and they're boots. And the necklace, the color of that doesn't match. I mean, what is this? What is this look? What have you worn it to? Like the Jolly Green Giant's funeral? I don't get it. It's ugly. Please explain your reasoning behind this look, Uzi.
This would have been for the Green with Envy runway, and in my opinion, it's a pretty good look. It's all green and it meets the challenge criteria.
Well, Uzi, you're an early out. In fact, you're a first out eliminated loser, so your opinion is humbly discarded into the trash. Secondly, this look would not make anybody green with envy. It might make people green with like sickness, with like nausea, but it certainly would not make me green with envy. It would make me throw up because that's how fucking ugly it is. It's giving fucking Jolly Green Giant's fucking mistress attends the funeral and doesn't stand out from the crowd because she's so bland and ugly and basic looking that nobody notices her. So she can show up, cry a little bit, and then leave without even noticing, without turning any heads. That's how ugly this look is. And if you didn't get sent home when you did, and you happened to, by some stroke of luck, make it to this challenge, this would have gotten you sent home. That's my opinion, Uzi.
It's really funny about that dress. I stole it from the dumpster at Savers. It was a pretty good find too. The accessories I got for cheap at Dollar Tree, and the necklace I shoplifted from Girl Boss at the mall. All in all, I think it makes a resounding statement about how much society places an emphasis on sharing, while at the same time toe the line in favor of their greedy corporate overlords.
Let me tell you something about that dress, Uzi. You stole it from the dumpster. Okay, at Savers, which is already a fucking like second-hand store for poor people and like trust fund kids who want to dress like trendy. Okay, like here's the thing. From the dumpster. That shit was not going on the rack because they at the store deemed it unsellable. Admitting that you stole it from the dumpster is basically like, oh, I stole a free sample that says take as much as you like. It's not stealing. You're doing them a service. You're getting rid of that shit that they didn't want. But now, see, the shoe being on the other foot is now you would have worn that at that opportunity on stage, and you would have cursed hundreds of thousands and millions of people's eyes to fucking rot and fall out of their heads with that shit. Anyway, this makes me mad, Uzi. It's a terrible fucking choice, and it's awful, and it's getting close to close out the show. So, do you have any last words, parting words before I end it?
If you all like me and my drag this season, please check out my eBay store, Uzi Guy USA, for some really interesting and unique finds that you probably won't see on anyone else's page.
Won't see on anyone else's page because most eBay sellers don't look down in the trash, see a used tampon and go, wow, what a steal, and decide to list it on their page. Anyway, it's time for me to close out the show. Tune in next week as I make my official North Korean debut as Kim Jong-un's personal fashion advisor, streaming live from Pornhub.